Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So today's the day. You've been asking for this video for a while now, so here it is. Today I'm presenting all my car detailing equipment. So we're gonna go through every single item that I use to detail cars. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what each one does and how I use them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the show. So hey guys, I'm Pan. Welcome to the show. I hope you're having a great day. So today we're covering car detailing equipment. So as many of you know, I've been detailing cars for over 20 years now. It's one of my biggest passions and I share my tips and tricks with you guys. And today I'm going to be presenting all the equipment that I personally use when I detail cars. So I'm going to be presenting each and every item, and also I'll be talking about the use for each and every one of them. By the way, I've reviewed many of these items in many of my videos on my channel, so if you want to have more in-depth information for an individual item, feel free to watch the videos at a later point. And also, you don't need to take any notes, because like in all my videos, I'm going to drop the links in the description down below for all the products that I'm presenting today. So no worries and no stress, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start with a 2-bucket system. So as you all know, when I wash cars, I like to use a 2-bucket wash method for the paint. So 1 bucket containing the soapy solution, and the second bucket containing the clean water so you can rinse your mitt. And at the bottom of each bucket is a grit guard. So grit guards are these attachments that are sitting in the bottom of the buckets. That way they collect all the dirt and trap it in the bottom of the bucket. That way it's not into your wash solution. And that way you help prevent scratching and marring. So I have these set up on a dolly so I can move them around quite easily. So 2-bucket system. Next up, we have a pad washing system. So for those of you who do a lot of paint correction, so compounding and polishing, you know that a clean pad is essential to do a good job. So what I do is I put a solution of Optimum No Rinse, or ONR, in there. And there's a pump system up top that sits up here, and you just put the pad on it. You pump some liquid thanks to the pumping action, and then you spin it inside the system and it cleans your pad, and you can also dry it. So a pad washer. Next up, we have the McCulloch steam cleaner. So steam cleaning, I love it to actually clean carpets and floor mats if they're very dirty. And I also use a steam cleaner for the door jambs and door sills and the trunk areas and wherever there's gunk and grease as well. This is also good for engine bay detailing. This is a very good one. By the way, I'll always give you less expensive alternatives as well if some of the items are too expensive for you. And I'll also make sure to include different alternatives if the items are not available in your specific country. So again, check the links in the description down below. But McCulloch has many different steamers. This is the MC1385 Deluxe version. It comes with many attachments. Of course, it rolls on wheels, so it's very practical if you're a mobile detailer. They have less expensive versions as well. They're all great, super high quality. Next up, we move to foam cannons. So I use foam cannons in the pre-wash with my pressure washer, and they help emulsify all the loose dirt and contaminants that are on the surface of the car before you actually do your contact wash. So you put your favorite snow foam inside. So here I have 2 different versions. I have the MTM PF22. Now this is the most expensive and super high-end version from MTM. This is probably the best foam cannon on the market right now. But you can also get great results with less expensive foam cannons like this Trinova foam cannon, which costs anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks. So inexpensive, yet super high quality parts, very sturdy, brass made so it won't rust. And you can control how wide the fan spread is for the snow foam. So a great item by Trinova. Next up, we have some cool pump sprayers by the Rag Company, and they're IK sprayers. So I have 3 different versions. Now this is the IK Foam 9. So for those of you who don't have a pressure washer, but still want to go ahead and would like to do a pre-wash with a snow foam, now you can add your snow foam in here with water. You pump it up, and it comes with an attachment on the side that you simply use, and it has a trigger on it. So you take that little pump sprayer trigger, and boom, you put the pre-wash on your vehicle. So again, this is great for mobile detailers out there, or for those of you who don't have a dedicated foam cannon, so the IK Foam 9. Now this is the big bad boy of the bunch. Now a single use, you can do a full car with fully pressurized unit. Now for those of you who want smaller sprayers, IK also makes the Multi 1.5 and the Foam 1.5. So the Foam 1.5 like this is a smaller version of the IK Foam 9. So this is made to create this lather and foaming effect. For example, again, if you want to pre-foam your wheels or pre-foam your car during the pre-wash stage. And they also make a Multi 1.5 for your liquids. So what I use this for is to spray a rinseless wash like ONR, Optimum No Rinse, on the car as form as of a pre-treatment or a pre-wash on the vehicle. So, or you can put your favorite degreaser in there if you want to degrease your wheels and tires. Basically any form of liquid. So the IK Multi 1.5, so a great sprayer. So next up, we have the detail guards. Now this is a car wash insert. I did a full review of this. Very cool little item by the company, the Detail Guards. It essentially prevents your hoses from sticking and rubbing against the tires. We've all know when you do the work around your vehicle and you're washing it, the hose have a tendency to get stuck under the tires. Well, these have roller systems that are patent pending, and they prevent the hoses from getting stuck. So when you're washing your vehicle, you can move freely around your car. They come in different colors, so very high quality. Great job by the Detail Guards. Next, we move on to a vacuum. So as we all know, this is a very important part of an interior detail. I personally use a wet and dry vac. This is the Ridgid 4-gallon, 5-peak horsepower vacuum. It's a classic among car detailers and mobile detailers out there because it has a lot of power. I got the upgraded hose kit. So the hose is king-free and won't be crushed even if you step on it. So this is worth the extra expense. It's an inexpensive vacuum. It's very powerful. Again, it's good for wet or dry products. It comes with different attachments. The cord is pretty lengthy and you can store it in the bin in the back. So a great shop vac essentially. Next up, a pressure washer. Now, in this case, I have a very high-end one. If you guys have followed my videos, you know that I recently upgraded to this Kranzla 1122 TST model. Now, this is 2.1 gallons per minute, so very high flow output. It's 1400 PSI or 1500, I don't remember the exact numbers, but that's not really important because all I use to detail cars is roughly 1100 PSI, thanks to the MTM 4.0 nozzle at the end of my trigger. So I control my output. Essentially, you don't necessarily need a very high-end one like this. This is German made. It's over $1,000 in Canadian currency. You can also get a great model from Karcher. So I previously had two Karchers before, Karcher K5. So any model Karcher makes is a very good pressure washer. Sunjo also makes some very good ones. Essentially, anything between 1,000 to 2,000 PSI is more than enough, and anything over 1.4 gallons per minute will be sufficient. And gallons per minute are the most important number because if you want to get a very high quality sudsing effect from your pre-wash or that snow foam, you want to get a lot of GPMs. So that's the important figure here. So again, pressure washer, very important to wash a car. If you don't have a pressure washer, no worries. You can still do a great job with your typical garden hose. I myself have a high-end reel in my garage from Ely Hose Reels. Now it's a polyurethane grade hose, very high-end with their garden hose attachments, and I get a lot of water flow as well. Next up, we have two car dryers. So, as you all know, I love my car dryers because when you dry your vehicle, I first start by drying it with a microfiber drying towel from the Rag Company or Microfiber Madness, two of my favorite microfiber towel brands. But essentially, you're always going to have a bit of water left in nooks and crannies that you weren't expecting, such as side mirrors, door sills, in your grills, in the trunk lid, and stuff like that. And you want to get rid of all that standing water because we all know how much we hate driving after a freshly detailed car and you get those water marks dripping on the sides of your car because there's still standing water in places that you couldn't access with your drying towel. So they have two different versions. Again, I review these on my channel. So we have the Metrovac Air Force Blaster Sidekick. Now this is a motorcycle dryer, but I love this for engine bay detailing and again to get into all the nooks and crannies on your car. So mirror caps, the front end grills, door jambs, door handles, in the sides of the windows, so in the moldings. This is very good. It's very quick. It always has some clean, filtered, dry and hot air coming out, and it has a rubber nozzle tip, so it won't scratch or damage the paint if you accidentally hit your vehicle. Great for mobile detailers. And I also have the big boy. This is the Air Force Master Blaster Revolution, again from Metrovac. This is their high-end unit. It's dual motors, so dual 4 horsepower engines for a total of 8 horsepower peak. It comes with a 30-foot nozzle, and this one I got the optional hose. So it's a 30-foot long hose, again with a rubber tip and different attachments. This is an actual car dryer, so you can dry your car in a touchless drying system. So for those of you who want to minimize scratching and marring, because as we all know, the majority of scratches and marring happens in the washing and drying phases of your car. So if you want a contactless drying method, you use something like this car dryer. You can dry your car in a matter of minutes, 5 to 6 minutes tops, and you're done with your whole vehicle. Very powerful. I love this for the wheels as well. So you got different alternatives here to dry your vehicle. Next up, we move to paint polishing. So we're talking about compounding and polishing to remove any scratches or swirl marks. I love to do that using a DA polisher or dual action polisher. So I have a full lineup of Rupes polishers. These are high quality Italian made machines. Now this is the LHR 75E Mini. So it comes with a smaller backing plate for the more intricate areas. So these are great polishers. For the even tougher to reach areas and small spaces with a 1 or 2 inch backing plate, we got the Nano Hybrid, again from Rupes. Now I've reviewed all the Rupes polishers on my channel, so feel free to watch the detailed video. But this is great and comes with a bunch of attachments. And the big boy with a bigger backing plate for the majority of the job is my Rupes LHR 15 Mark II DA polisher. Now this is a super high-end machine, of course dual action. It has a 5.5 inch backing plate. And I also have, when I need even more power, I have my Flex 3401 VRG DA polisher. Now this is a direct induction motor. So this is a direct drive motor, meaning that the pad will never stall. Again, it's a dual action polisher, German made, very high quality. So it's very important for you guys to have polishers in your equipment. You don't necessarily need to buy all these high-end ones. Of course, thumbs up to you if you do. But there are also some less expensive versions. I think of the Griot's Garage 6-inch DA polishers for the beginners out there. And also, I personally started with a Porter Cable 7424 XP over 15 to 20 years ago. So that's a great polisher for starters as well. There are many other brands out there. Again, check the links in the description. There are many different alternatives. So as you can see, we have a plethora of car detailing equipment to do a good job. You don't necessarily need all of these to start off your careers if you're a mobile detailer or want to be a professional detailer, or if you're a DIY enthusiast at home. So the essentials, obviously a good vacuum and a pressure washer, and you can do the majority of the work. But of course, as you grow or as you increase your enthusiasm and your obsession for car detailing, well, you add different things to your equipment, and it just makes the life a lot easier and a lot funner. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this short video on car detailing equipment. If you guys want to see a future video on car detailing tools, such as different brushes, microfiber towels, claying towels, and all sorts of different tools that I also use, make sure to drop a comment in the section down below letting me know. Again, you'll find many in-depth review videos of all these equipments that I talked about today, so you can go ahead and watch those later, and I'll include the links to all of these in the description down below for you guys to check them out. By the way, guys, if you want to continue to learn more about car detailing, so products, equipment, tips, tricks, and techniques, take a second and click the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. Also, if you like my content and you love my videos, show me your support. Be the cool guy or gal to click the thumbs up button, and that way I'll know that you love the videos. So guys, thanks for being there, thanks for watching, and in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you guys on the next one.